I'm Steelo Free. This is
Dot 420, whatever you want to call me. At the time, you weren't thinking about it as like an AI tool, you know, and how advanced it can be.
we're gonna put in this guy basically, and we're gonna make it seem as if he's really worried about free speech.
I mean, but then again, what is he doing? He just got the Neuralink fucking patch, right? But he's already fucking digging in with it. Like, he's already playing with it.
Imagine having to resist arrest from a robot or run from a robot, bro.
I mean,
that's like running from a car, bro.
Yo, microphone check, 1, 2.
Untitled Podcast, episode 1. You know what it is. Welcome to the show. We don't have a name for it yet at this exact moment, but I'm pretty sure we'll have a name for it by the time you hear this. So
we'll get there.
It is what it is. I'm Steelo Free. This is
Dot 420, whatever you want to call me.
You know what it is. So basically what we're going to be talking about is like, you know, breaking the illusion of the Matrix and reality and conspiracy theories and trippy things and crazy videos and things of that sort. So welcome. It is what it is. Today we're going to be talking about AI. What do you think about AI?
AI, it's crazy. All sorts of different aspects, you know. It can do a billion things and more.
Yeah. The first thing that trips me out is like you always hear that like whatever technology we have now is 100 times behind like whatever
it's like
they
20
have
years ago they made it and shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like at that point it's like fuck, like what do they really have?
Yeah, what are they working on right now? That's not gonna be released for another 20 years or whatever, you know.
What about that whistleblower? Did you hear about that whistleblower?
Which one?
The one that was like saying that like Google has an AI that's become sentient basically.
Oh well, that was one of the creators, bro.
Crazy.
And he quit Google because he said that it was going against basically humanity, like it wasn't what's the right word, I don't know, wasn't fit for humanity, like it's gonna destroy humanity pretty much, inhumane and shit. So
well, I guess the only good news in that is that, you know, like if it's gonna happen, like at least it hasn't happened yet. Like I don't, you know, it kind of proves that it's not that strong, at least not yet.
No,
you know
but think about, let's just take it back to New Year's of this year. What was the AI talk about? Nothing like it is right now. It's only been 5 months, bro.
Yeah.
You know how much it's advanced? How many ChatGPT 4s and this and like all of this has came out back to back. Like either they upgrade really fast or they've already had all this shit, you know. But either way, if they are upgrading it this fast at this rate, by next year you're gonna be if you're not mind blown already with what AI can do, you're not paying attention. So
I think the scary thing is like when you saying that is like just think about like when it's starting to do that to itself. Like it doesn't need us to upgrade it. Like it's like
yeah. Well,
like,
that's what they're scared of, is becoming sentient, self-aware. But like it is electronic, right? We could pull the plug.
Did you see that article about the thing that was it was like an AI drone and it had missions to like strike things with missiles or whatever. So it had that as his mission, but it had a guy control. Because I was like, if it's AI, why is someone controlling it? But he has to be the guy that says the final like yes, do that or no, don't do that. So basically, what it started to say was, oh, like my mission is to kill these targets, but this person who's giving the final yes or no is keeping me from completing my task. So supposedly the story went is that what it started to do is try to attack that dude.
Oh, fuck.
Isn't that crazy?
It just turned on him. Like, you're trying to control me, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. The self-awareness, bro. But if you really think about it, like if you study like some of the stuff that, you know, if you go deep down the rabbit hole, like, you know, Enlil and Enki and like how they created like man as like a species to like dig gold or whatever. You heard that whole story, right? If you think about that, and then one of them wanted to exterminate us because we became too smart. It's basically like the same story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you think about it, we're the first robots that became AI.
Yeah.
We're electrical beings. So that's what I think about sometimes too, where it's just like, man, we are AI.
Yeah. We have an electric body.
Like our creator already tried to take us, according to this story, our creator already tried to take us out because we were already becoming self-aware. You know what I mean? So if you follow that timeline from back then and to see how it played out, basically, if that story goes the same way, then basically, like, we're going to dip out as the creators and this AI is going to run itself as a society.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So something crazy to think about.
I mean, like, there's a lot of benefits, but you know, when you do think of it, I don't want to say our level, but from the knowledge that we know, you know, on the other side, it's pretty evil. You know what I mean? It can be used for some bad things, but in the same time, it's used for some crazy good things. But the only scary thing is like deep fakes.
Yeah.
Like they.
Oh yeah, that's
You know, like they could be deep faking anybody.
Yeah, straight
the
up.
president, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just giving a speech.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know if that was a fucking president or not nowadays.
Do you think there's more than one Biden? Have you heard about all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it could be. You know,
That's kind of the ones I'm on the fence about. And maybe it probably might be false, but I don't know. Like, cause like the pictures are
when you
pretty
do see the
convincing.
pictures, yeah, you're
Like, what
like,
happened to this guy's earlobes? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
but and then I don't know if you knew, but he came out recently, or I don't know if he came out recently, but video service recently of him saying that he had a tumor or something in his brain, and he had brain surgery, bro. Because that's why he's. Doesn't that make more sense, right?
Yeah,
why
yeah,
he's slurred speech and why he can't remember shit.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. Do you think someone who had brain surgery is fit for presidency?
You know, I think it's just easier for them to put a dumbass in there so they can control him, especially if he's like losing his shit. You know what I mean? If he's not
Mike
mentally
Pence
short.
is running for president.
Oh shit.
Yo.
Yo, we back. We went offline a second time.
It happens to the
back.
best of us.
But so damn, we talked about a lot of shit too.
Yeah, AI, idiocracy. But yeah, we have to do a movie review episode. We'll definitely just let me know when you have time. Maybe like on a Saturday we can watch it. You know, the day before, and then we'll do the review on Sunday, and it'll be fresh. Or I'll come over earlier on Sunday, and we can watch the episode. I mean the movie. I'm pretty sure it's not a long movie either.
Like hour and a half.
Hour and a half or so. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Well, what do you think is gonna be the next step for AI? Like the next, like we're gonna do this with AI. Police robots.
Well, I mean, they already rolled that out in what San Francisco or something with the dogs or something.
Yeah.
So
I wonder what they're doing though. Like, what are they doing to police stuff? Is it just like
I don't know.
surveillance? Because I know they have cameras on their heads and shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't look into it. I just seen one of the little articles pop up, and I'm like, it doesn't surprise me, but until I see it, that's when I'll start worrying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. But as far as next steps,
Imagine having to resist arrest from a robot or run from a robot, bro.
I mean,
that's like running from a car, bro.
Yeah.
They're going to have robots, too.
It could have, like, unlimited strength, almost. You know what I mean? It's a machine. Like, think about forklifts, right? They could lift a gang of weight, right? It's just a robot.
That's crazy as
fuck. But, I mean, it would take a lot of good programming, though.
Yeah. And if they don't get you that way, shutting off your bank account, bro.
Oh yeah,
shutting off your access to money.
That's why they're
shutting off your access to your autonomous vehicle.
That's why I'm focused on a lot on crypto, but then at the same time the government is trying to do their own thing with crypto, and wouldn't be surprised me if they try to make like Bitcoin illegal or something. Because they're already using it in like Guatemala, like third world countries. Like you could pay with crypto at the market, like because they don't have to pay taxes.
Damn.
So the workers who are barely making any money, they're taking, crypto payments, Bitcoin or Ethereum, whatever.
It's crazy how technology is moving so fast that they just have to start creating like new laws for it and shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like we were talking about earlier, but missed it now. So I want to bring around the point that they're fucking already have AI songs where they're using like an artist's likeness and voice to do that, and it's like, they want to sue, they want to be able to have legal protection, but like I was saying earlier, it brings it back to like the whole mixtapes or like someone doing a cover of something. It just became something that they couldn't stop so much that it just has to be integrated in society, and because it has to be integrated in society, they have to have rules and stipulations as to what pertains to those kind of things that they do, as far as like like if you upload a cover, I'm pretty sure the original writer gets a certain cut of it
Credited
if you're
and
getting
gets-
money from
yeah.
it. Or with mixtapes, they were just giving them out for free.
Yeah.
Because how are you going to sue someone for $0?
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, it's like did you heard that Kanye West one they made, right? Where it was kind of on point, like a little too on point.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
Like
there's just the little things here and there where it's just like it just kind of his voice sounds weird.
well,
or his accent, or
but
way
the
says
shit
a
he
word or
was
something.
saying, you know, he was like, "This is the clone me," you know, like
Oh,
he was,
damn.
yeah, like the verse was like the little verse snippet was like on some real like crazy, and it sounded like it would be Kanye, you know, if he was speaking some truth shit. Like it's wild what it can do, you know, but you can always tell that as of right now, you can tell like, okay, that's not Kanye, you know, you know what I mean? It's like. It might sound like an older version or something, you know. It doesn't sound like the Kanye. It can't.
It just sounds like a really good voice impersonator.
It's taking bits of all Kanye voices, right? So it's not really like the accurate voice of today.
What if they put the two together though? Like I forgot the dude who does a really good like Jay-Z impression.
Oh yeah,
Imagine if he just like does a sick Jay-Z impression and it's like, all right, AI now make it Jay-Z, and it's just like
yeah, or like Gorilla Black does Biggie.
Yeah.
like,
oh yeah.
Because that's without AI already perfect, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I don't use AI like everyday type shit, but if I need to think of something real creative, like a prompt, I will use AI. Whether it's like even drawing something, I'll be like, I need an idea of this type of building, and then I'll do my own shit based on that. You know what I mean? But it's
that's what we were talking about earlier, just having it help you.
yeah,
with
it's
the task
a tool as a prompt,
as opposed to relying on it for the task.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was using ChatGPT and I gave it like some prompt like, The Office is my favorite TV show. One of my conspiracy theories is that instead of being enemies, Jim and Dwight are actually best friends. So write a short essay that describes this and use evidence from the TV series to back up your point. And basically it did it. It wrote like the little essay or prompt or whatever, but it was using examples in the TV show that never happened. I've seen all episodes and I'm just like, this never happened, such and such never happened, and it's like, oh my bad, like actually that didn't happen, like, and it like apologized and shit, and I'm just like, see, like
you gotta remember that can only go back so far as well. So like maybe a newer series, like it'll probably get more in depth because it'll have more information on it.
What I was thinking, it could have been pulling from some random forum.
Oh, it was pulling, yeah, for sure,
like a fan fiction.
Yeah,
series,
it was probably
I mean?
pulling from like everybody putting their 2 cents in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of.
And instead of like it understanding sarcasm, it's taking it literal
As facts. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy. The other thing too is that if it can understand language and converse with you like a human and shit, like think about like how easy it is for it to absorb information from a book in like a second. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Write me an essay about.
I mean, it can
Stephen
write
King.
you a book in, you know, less than a minute. Like I'm pretty sure it can intake information even faster if it could spit it out that fast, you know. And it's probably, like I said, it's stored like the blockchain. It goes up, not left or right. So it's kind of like unlimited storage. So it'll have just everything and anything.
Yeah, it's crazy when it makes art and it's just like it'll be like someone with like 7 fingers, and instead of saying Nike on their shirt, it'll be like
yeah. It'll have an upside down E and it'll be missing the bottom. But it's got
this
the
hallucination
idea
of a picture, you know?
Yeah. Like I don't know if I have it on here. Like I've threw like my NFTs into AI like to make a different version of it, but it always looks weird. But there's
it's like in the uncanny valley. Do you know what the uncanny valley is?
No.
So it's basically like when you have a representation of something, like a drawing of something, like of like a person or something like that, there is this weird part of where your mind goes, that doesn't look like that, that doesn't look like that, that doesn't look like that. And there's like a portion of it where it's just like, oh, it looks like that, but it looks really weird. And then like it starts to get to a point where your mind's like, oh, that looks exactly like that.
I can't can't find my NFT shit, but here's some shit I've made. Like scroll over a few photos, and like this is months ago, like with a cheap program,
Oh shit.
And that's by me writing certain prompts, but it can make some dope stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it's pretty crystal clear too, like, because obviously it's the words, where it can get lost. But yeah, I see it becoming more and more technical and being more accessible to do more like visual stuff.
I wonder how long they've been using it to like write like presidential speeches and shit.
Oh yeah,
like
for
that.
sure. They
Or like helping them with shit like that.
Definitely, they use something. A lot of people have been using it to help them write speeches. For whatever it is, I'm pretty sure
Like the Ja Morant thing, like how they were saying like, damn.
So
he got his shit from ChatGPT.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's that you can tell when someone's authentic if you've heard them speak before.
Yeah,
and sometimes you're like, did you really think of that? You know what I mean? It's like that didn't sound like you.
ChatGPT ass response.
It's like you'll see it on Twitter a lot. People will use ChatGPT, like I said, to make like a thread, and someone will comment, nice ChatGPT thread. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you didn't write all this information. Like, I know who you are. Like, I've seen what you wrote. Yeah. But I mean, it's still a good tool, even in that sense. It doesn't matter if they wrote all that. They gave you that information now without you going to ChatGPT. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, just like anything, it could be used for bad or good. It's gonna go both ways.
Yeah. I just wonder how long it's gonna take for it to start having its own agenda and start implementing that, and like, like I'm gonna cut off your bank
Terminator
account unless you drive over to this school and fucking shoot this guy working as the janitor or something or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of blockers on that right now where it's ethically, not gonna give you information on that. But sure, it might be able to like say.
That's basically what that show Mrs. Davis is about. It's like takes place in a society where people are so integrated with AI that it's using whatever leverage it has on people to get its own agenda done. Well, basically,
there was like, I don't know if it was in China or whatever, but there was like a dating app where it was all AI, right? What? Like, and people are having relationships with this AI thing.
Yeah, there was a lady that married an AI bot or something.
But
like that.
Yeah, that was recent. I seen that, right?
Indian lady or something.
Yeah, but these people were killing themselves at the end because like, you can only do online so much until you start understanding it's not really a person, and you thought you loved it, and it's kind of weird. Like, people are weird,
use the emotional shit for good shit. Like, make that shit like a therapy bot or something.
But honestly, that's the person's fault, bro. For really like,
yeah, that's true.
Really,
but how smart are people nowadays?
But that's another thing.
The average person is like not the brightest,
But I mean, like, if you're gonna fall in love with a robot, I'm sorry, but you're fucking dumb. that's what I'm gonna say. It's like, I don't understand, but like, I understand people are slow, right? But it's like, if that's your last resort, that's kind of like, I'd rather be by myself, than be with a fake something to have fake emotions like that. It's not real the robot doesn't love you, you know what I mean? The robot doesn't care about you. It's just catering to whatever you're telling it.
Yeah.
And it could get dangerous if you're not mentally strong.
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying before, bro, like the closer and closer it gets to sentience or consciousness, like that's when it's gonna be like really, really crazy. Because purely right now, it's just operating like off algorithms, and logic, it's just, and shit like that.
Based off human knowledge and based off we feed it into the computer.
Yeah.
Until it starts to think on its own and do its own equations, then it might be a little crazy. But you like we said, we don't know. It might be doing that already.
Yeah.
They just have a hold on it. But
that was the whole whistleblower thing.
So you have to go back and you do have to listen to those episodes, bro.
Okay.
Isaac Weishaupt. They're not long episodes. They're probably an hour or 45 minutes. But I'll send them to you. It's definitely gonna be wild. One of them is a reporter having an interview, and one of them is the creator trying to feed it a soul or something.
Don't they have like AI fucking or like automated like fast food places now or like
yeah
pizza
they have a lot of stuff. I remember it was a year ago or so. McDonald's right there on Sepulveda in Vermont. You go in there and you order on the machine, and
Oh
then
yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah,
walk
yeah.
up and get
Yeah.
your food. You know that takes out the cashier.
Yeah.
And that's like, you at the time you weren't thinking about it as like an AI tool, you know, and
Yeah.
how advanced it can be.
Yeah.
But like now you look at it and it's like, surprised this shit hasn't replaced everybody yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause
Well, if you, to that point, if you really think about it, like everything already is AI.
yeah,
It already
well,
is alternate intelligence. It's just it's getting to the
yeah.
point we can call it AI because it's starting to be like, more and more advanced, basically.
Yeah, well, they're using actual programs designed to do specific AI shit now. That's what it is. People have built programs to allow you to do certain things. Like as before, it was more like a memory system, you know, where it would remember this shit. But now it's like a computing system where it
Yeah.
can actually solve problems instead of just remembering stuff you gave it.
I think the key is to really just make sure that it really has like a human dependence. And
Yeah,
that,
I mean,
when it starts making its own decisions, bro, like I think that's when we really got to be worried. And Elon Musk was already saying like, all right, there's like serious like human and ethical risks that
Oh, yeah,
we're gonna
for
be
sure.
taking advancing this shit. You know what I mean?
But then again, what is he doing? He just got the Neuralink fucking pass, right? But he's already fucking digging in with it. Like he's already playing with it. He's gonna be one of the controllers. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah, my whole thing on Elon Musk is like how people can't tell whether he's controlled opposition or not. Like I think he is controlled opposition,
think he
especially
is.
with the whole Twitter move because it's like they're like, all right, we're gonna put in this guy who's and all the more we're gonna put in this guy basically, and we're gonna make it seem as if he's really really worried about free speech.
it's an illusion of freedom of speech.
Yeah, so that when he fucking takes down the whole company without like he's made some really bad decisions with it, and it's already on its way down. Like it's not making money or whatever. Like that's what they always say about it.
Well, all his companies.
They wouldn't put like Klaus Schwab in there. You know what I mean? To fucking or someone like that to where it's like obviously like all right they're gonna take away our free
Yeah.
speech because this guy owns it.
Yeah,
They're trying to make it really seem like he cares about it. You know
You
what
will
I mean?
own
So
nothing and you will love it.
yeah, it's gonna be a controlled demolition, bro. I don't know. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong about that. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's how I live now. Is I don't know, bro. I go with the flow. I can't control it myself. I can observe and report, but taking action is gonna take more than just me. So, I mean, it's kind of like I'm a extra in a movie. You know, I'm that guy on the side. Just you don't know where I came from, what I'm doing, but I'm there.
I think a good thing it does is because you see a lot of people that are just like when you go down the rabbit hole, they'll believe every conspiracy theory they hear.
That's ridiculous.
But I think the reason why it's good for us is that we won't believe everything. We just question everything. So even if there's like a new conspiracy theory that comes out, like you don't just automatically believe it. You're just like
let me look into this.
What,
yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, it's like really what makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, what was the source of it? Let me go back to that. It's always, you can trace shit back to the source, and if it's some bullshit, it's some bullshit.
The other thing too is like I guess we just gotta stay optimistic. Like for every bad thing you can think about AI, like you gotta think about it like a good thing.
Yeah, that's
what I mean?
what I was trying to say. Is like there's a lot of good shit that can be used. You just have to have the people in that mindset is to use it for the right shit.
Like imagine when like a machine can just do open heart surgery on you.
They're probably halfway there already. You know what I mean? Like they're using tools like that, robots for precision and fucking cutting and shit.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that it can do that it hasn't got a hold of yet, or they're practicing for sure. Yeah. It's just like, like they did anything else with lab rats, they're just behind the scene fucking waiting to show you what they fucking created. Probably some crazy shit out right now.
Yeah.
I mean, there is some crazy shit out already, but there's probably some crazier shit that'll really blow your mind.
Yeah, they already have autonomous vehicles, man. They have like the whole Vegas tunnel system, the self-driving cars. Like, imagine when that comes to norm. The self-driving car, you just hop into the car and give you your destination. Like,
see, I don't trust stuff like that.
Yeah.
That to me is
like imagine it's like, all right, yeah, we're gonna go to work today, get you there by 9 a.m. Little do you know, you have a fucking warrant that you've been running away from. It brings you right to the police station.
It's gonna be all bunch of shit like that, or just accidents, bro. You know, it's like it's not gonna be fully automated. You know, there's gonna be some more drivers, and you can't control everything, and the robots would have to, you know, be able to react to the humans that are out there doing the same shit, you know, which is why Tesla auto driving isn't like used like that. It's not legal everywhere because it's too many accidents, bro.
I wouldn't trust it at all.
You can't trust it. It's sure, you can have it to where it's almost like cruise control, but a little more advanced. That's fine. We can't go to sleep at the wheel. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Crazy. But that's AI too, you know. They
should have like some sort of mode where it's just like make sure that like you're fucking up. And,
well,
like,
they do.
It's
if you don't,
you have to like type a code or every 10 minutes or 5 minutes.
It's every few minutes you have to have your hand on the wheel or something. They have something like that to where or it'll automatically slow down and like pull over.
Damn.
It's something like that. I don't know the exact specifics, but it's like every so often you have to do something so it knows you're alert. So they do have that on there.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's the same guy doing Neuralink, and they just approved it for human trials recently. So it's gonna be.
I mean, I know a few people that said they would do it, you know, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. You think you're just gonna be a smart motherfucker after they do that? Fine. I mean, sure, they might be able to upload your consciousness, but are they gonna be able to you know, do the opposite, put someone else's conscious in yours? Like, do you really want that?
Damn, I never thought about it like that. My whole biggest thing is, since it's the interface between like your brain and like something digital, is that's going to be the key to the metaverse. Instead of having to have
instead of a VR set,
goggles and a headset, basically you're just going to be experiencing what's going to be projected to you from the Neuralink.
Apple, there's like some tech convention going on right now, and I just seen that they are releasing their AR VR headset, like augmented reality, virtual reality, you know. So augmented reality
it's
is
like it integrates into your own reality that you're already experiencing.
Yeah, it's like you're seeing this, but there's also something else, like like my NFT filter, right? That's augmented reality. It's in real life, but it's there. So there's gonna be that, but obviously it's gonna be far advanced because it's fucking Apple. You know, they want to be the best of the best, but I think that was just announced or something like that. But it's gonna get to where, you know, like we've been saying it though, it's like it's gonna be contact lenses. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be able to fucking read computer shit just through your.
It's just gonna have advertisements everywhere.
Yeah. Like you're gonna look somewhere, so your McDonald's logo. You know what I mean? It's like
every 5 minutes.
And you gotta pay a subscription to turn it off or some shit.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Unless you have the premium version.
Or your social credit score has to be above a certain number for you know for no advertisements or some shit.
Fuck, man. That's scary, dude.
It's all possibilities, right?
But if you think about it, it's really natural evolution. You know
well, that's what I was saying. Like 100 years ago, there wasn't shit like this, you know. But now it's like, well, like you take someone who's 90 years old, you know, and they tell you about their days, and it's like Stone Ages, right? But it's not that long ago.
Yeah.
Like it advanced crazy within the last 100 years.
Yeah, it's crazy how much it advanced in our lifetime.
Well, like, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
like
we went from fucking not really having computers in every household to like, you know, you're weird if you don't have a computer in your household.
Yeah,
it's normal to
went from
at least a few laptops.
Big box TVs to the flattest of screens.
Yeah.
Like the biggest box TVs.
And think about the people who can't even afford a TV right now. If you're that broke, like people have their phones. People are just hooked on their phones.
But it's even crazy because like you can afford a nice 55-inch TV, bro.
Yeah, they're really cheap now. They're like $100,
$200, $250 for like a decent one. You know, not like the cheapest, but like a decent one, and that's crazy, bro.
You know what's crazy is the whole broadcasting, whether it's radio or television, like live television shit, like that's gonna be obsolete soon, bro.
It pretty much is. Like I don't watch TV, bro. You know, I watch Netflix.
Think about the radio too. Like think about how many people don't even listen to the radio. They just listen because why listen to the radio? We can listen to whatever you want. Even if you don't pay for Spotify, you can go on YouTube and just
it's just old people that listen to NPR and shit. Yeah. Like that's it. Like
that's within the next 30 or 40 years. It's gonna be basically obsolete, bro. Like you were saying, landlines.
Yeah, I mean,
Kids don't even know what landlines
it's
are.
just like CDs, right? People don't make money off selling CDs, and they're barely making money off streaming. What's the next step?
Yeah.
There's gonna be something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Damn, bro. What's crazy is to look at China, how they have like the face recognition shit. And
Oh, yeah,
they already
that's-
have the social credit score going and all that.
And people don't believe it, but it's like it's already happening over there. Like, why can't it happen here?
Wait till police robots pull you over, bro, and gaffle you up.
They just fucking look in your eyes and have your record. They don't have to search it up. It's just there, you know? Like,
Wait till it's using like your personal influence against you to like, you know, like
it cannot
you to do what you want us to do. Like, we're gonna email all of your fucking family pictures of your dick that you sent your girlfriend
I was telling
yesterday.
somebody,
Unless you come to jail.
yeah, I was telling somebody else about it, but it already did a test to see if it can manipulate a human.
Really?
And it manipulated somebody into solving a CAPTCHA code for it.
What?
And so it's like the task was to get the AI to do this and that, right? And then so it needed to solve a CAPTCHA, but it can't because it's AI. So what it did was it went on one of these like Indeed hiring websites and hired somebody to solve a CAPTCHA for it.
That's
and
crazy.
the person it hired even said, "Are you like a robot or something?" Haha, just kidding. It said, "No, are you?" Like some dumb shit, right?
Damn.
Bro, and it solved the CAPTCHA for him, and that's manipulating a human, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Yep. They already they do all that shit, bro. They know, like, and this was just like, you know, tech geeks, just nerds, just playing with AI and shit. You know what I mean? Seeing what like the power it has. You know, imagine the people who are actually behind the scenes.
Fuck, man. Like we were talking about earlier, I could just pull information from any text that's already online. And think about how many books are just online, like as an audio version or like just written out, like on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit was pretty wild though, and it was funny because it was like, "What are you, like a robot?" Like, you know, it was kind of like, "Why would you need me?" And this is what it said. It said, "No, I have cataracts or something, or I can't see."
Oh shit! So it lied to
It
him about
manipulated it, bro. Like manipulated the human into like,
because it was probably thinking like, if I tell this person I'm a robot, it's not
gonna do it. Yeah,
me.
it's like, what are you doing? Yeah, like it might be a hacker. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
So they've done shit like that. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Think about if you think they're gonna. Do you think they're gonna do like robot armies and shit instead of like?
I mean that's probably
Have the robots fight it off. Like whoever has the better technology wins.
Yeah, that's probably like how, like, you know, the leaders back in the day were thinking. You know what I mean? Like, how can we replace our men with an army? So I wouldn't be surprised if like one day in the future, you know, there's all of a sudden there's all these Tesla bots, you know, with armed and shit. You know, Terminator shit again. You know, it's just like, it's possible, right?
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Fuck, man.
It's a matter of time.
Well, I mean, that's like I said, natural evolution.
Yeah, I mean, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just on the side watching. I like to observe and
Just try to like stay ahead and keep up with the rhythm, like
learning
about crypto.
try to dodge the bullshit, you know, like
learning about technology, so I'm not like falling behind.
Well, yeah, see, like I've been talking about this shit for a minute, and like nobody is interested. And I'm like, bro, you're gonna need NFT technology to buy a ticket to a concert soon. I guarantee it.
So like saying they're gonna put like
it's token
loan agreements.
Yeah,
and
well,
like
you can already do
like
you can already do that. You know, you can put your NFT up for a loan, right? Like, hold on to my NFT and get a $20,000 loan for the more expensive NFTs. But they already do shit like that where you can actually get
like
money.
put it up as collateral basically.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yep, and obviously they charge percentage on however long you take.
That's
to pay it
dangerous
back.
right now because if it's running on Ethereum and the price of
Well, yeah,
Ethereum
see,
is fluctuating, then
you
it's
got to
like-
be a smart trader and know and leverage it at the right time and do the right moves with the money you're leveraging, right? Those are for the smart traders who will fucking buy this Bored Ape for 100,000, take out a loan, and then buy 4 of these other things, and then those go up 4x, and then they pay that loan back, and now they have 5 times the money. There's people that do that shit for a living, and there's people who lose a lot doing it for a living. It just goes both ways. But that blockchain technology will be integrated more in regular people's lives than they think.
Yeah.
Because just simply token gated access is like the big thing is the Taylor Swift tickets.
Mm-hmm.
You know how Ticketmaster was being sued because Taylor Swift tickets were being botted and they're buying them up and
the scalpers.
they're reselling them for ridiculous prices, and it's like real Taylor Swift fans
Yeah.
don't get to go to the concerts or have to pay an arm and a leg. So to prevent that, you have token gated access. So you have to have a KYC wallet, which means they know who you are, right? That's your wallet.
Okay.
And per wallet, it'll allow 1 token for that concert. So therefore, you can only buy 1 ticket per wallet connected to your name.
Oh shit.
Token gated access. There's no way that I can go and buy 2 unless I have wallets, but I would have to KYC those specific wallets, which I can't if I already have mine,
Yeah.
So that's like just a way of the extra layer of keeping people from buying a bunch of shit. Like they do that with NFTs already, right? Like mint day, you can only mint 5. So they'll put a cap on your wallet. And if you have 5 tokens under that name, you can't buy anymore. It's just impossible. You have to use a new wallet.
Yeah.
So they'll start using that into everyday things because it's a better ticket system.
Yeah, people are just sending each other JPEGs for fucking $100,000. And it's like, nah, there's actually basic like ideas that go down into this.
Yeah,
All you gotta do is sit down and learn it and understand value and what people will pay for something and why something is worth something and why.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times it is just for clout because of the name and stuff, but there is use case in a lot of them where you either the IP, whatever, you can use the art, or you can leverage your IP with the money, taking out a loan. That's another just useful case. Like, if you can make money off of that, why not do it? And I don't know. I just think it's good to learn that stuff.
Well, the other thing too, to that point though, was that like what I liked about it was certain NFTs had a certain thing to where if you have the NFT, it gives you something in the real world as well.
Yeah.
Like all NFT holders of this get, a
Well,
certain
my
percentage
secret
of this,
sesh access.
or go to a show or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So I think because people didn't think that far ahead, they just wrote it off as like
Joe, but they're monkey pictures.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's all it was, right? They're just monkey pictures that cost fucking houses and yachts. It's like didn't make sense, and it still doesn't make sense to a degree, right? But I mean, the way the market is right now doesn't make sense.
How long do you think until crypto goes back up?
I don't know. It's there's a lot of like quote unquote shit coins that came out right now, so there's a lot of money being funneled in, so it's just a good sign.
I think it's gonna have to do something more with like people who aren't into it. Like I think the recession is either gonna make it really go up or it's gonna make it really go down for a while and then it's gonna go up.
The onboarding of the masses is the most difficult thing because people don't want to learn something new, right? And if you want to talk about decentralization, it's like if I lose my money, bro, there's nobody there. If a bank loses my money, I'm going to get that back. That's what people are afraid of. You're kind of in charge of your own shit. And if you're not responsible, you can lose all your money easily. And people hear stories of, people getting hacked for $1 million, $100,000. But it's like they weren't following security steps. It's like until you understand how how security works with it, that's you'll understand how it'll be beneficial, like how secure it is. Like that person didn't have to get hacked if he didn't click this link. You know what I mean? Like there's social engineering that goes on to where they get smarter people to click these links, but there's still tools you can use to prevent like malicious attacks. You just have to learn about it and use the tools. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be big use case in the future.
What about that guy that bought pizza for like 50 Bitcoin like years ago?
Yeah, I mean, but that was like more of like a statement of, because at that time there was no use case.
Yeah.
There was no
Yeah, plus it wasn't worth
you
that
couldn't
much.
trade it for the US dollar at the time. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could. It was a shit coin, but it was worth pennies, right? But
Think
it
of
was,
all the hoops you probably had
but
to
it
do
was-
to get, like, make real money out of it, you know what
but
I
it
mean?
was like saying like, look, I'm gonna show you I could get use case out of this. So it became a big story of only because Bitcoin blew up to its price, and it's like, yeah, of course he spent 50 Bitcoin and they're worth
also
60K each at its all-time high. It's like, yeah, it's crazy amount of money for a pizza.
Well, it also shows you the irony of, like, you know, you should study this shit because, like, look how much this was worth back in the day, and then now it's worth this much.
Yeah, I
you know what
wish I was into crypto before 2020. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
Imagine just being like, all right, I have $1,000 to spend. Let me just buy this and shit.
Well,
so
see, like I knew about Bitcoin back in the day because I've had people buy shit on the dark web. You know,
oh
like,
shit, I didn't know that.
bro. Like at the job I worked at, the owner's son, this fool used to get all sorts of shit, and he would like when I would get something, you would have to put extra money on top because I learned about gas fees and transferring and
What
all
year
this
was
stuff.
this?
And this was in like, I'd have to say 2017, 2016, you know, something like that. And it's like I already knew about Bitcoin before that, but I didn't touch it myself. Whatever I used Bitcoin for is I gave cash to the homie and he did it, right? But it's like I should have actually been learning it back then. Just like everybody else, you know, would have fucking had a lot of money right now. Because if you would have just invested a couple $100 back then, you probably have, you know, a couple 100,000 easily.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that shit's crazy. It's like its own market.
It is. And, I mean, it has like its ups and downs just like anything else, you know. It can get hacked, but there's ways to prevent it. Like I said, it's just you have to really learn the shit and learn how it works. But definitely a future use case. Get familiar.
Well, that's why the government is, they're not openly against it, but you can see it wouldn't be something that's good for them because it's decentralized. So it's it goes against the whole idea of social justice or social credit
controlling
score
somebody's pretty
and
much being able to
like,
take someone's funds.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why they're dropping their own crypto, but that's, you know, obviously a crypto that's backed by the government is going to be centralized, you know.
Yeah. So it defeats the whole point of DeFi.
Yeah, it's like having a Coinbase wallet. That's a centralized exchange, you know, that's not a decentralized exchange to where they can't really trace back stuff. I mean, sure, like I said, it's more dangerous to where you can get hacked easier, but then again, they have less control as a platform on your money. Because, like, on Coinbase, you can buy some crypto. You won't get it for, like, 5 hours or 2 days. You know, it'd be, like, this dumb waiting period. Like, you shouldn't have to wait. You should be instant.
Yeah.
But that's because it's a centralized exchange, and you're using their platform, and they can do whatever they want, you know.
That's crazy, man.
It's just there's a lot of stuff. Like I'm definitely not the smartest person. I'm really low on the
Smarter than your
chart.
average though, bro.
But
like, think of all the people that are gonna be left behind and they're gonna have to start over. You know,
for sure, smarter than the average when it comes to like everybody else in the world in crypto. But when you get into the crypto world, bro, I'm at the bottom, like at the bottom of the chain, bro. There's some crazy smart motherfuckers who can probably will laugh at me right now for the shit I'm saying and be like, nah, this is how you know what I mean? But like I definitely do get the basics and how it runs, and you know I could do stuff for myself. But there's a whole nother level to that shit. Coding, like it's all coding. Everything is coding, you know.
Yeah.
Bitcoin, it's all code. Everything's a code online.
Fuck man.
Contracts.
That's how reality is too, man. The trap. We talked about the trap a little bit with David Icke. So that's basically what AI is. That's what reality is. Basically, is he was saying, and you know, all of his ideas are like Gnosticism, basically. And it's like, I don't really super agree with it too much because it has like an evil connotation on all of it. Like it's just like, oh, we're trapped in this reality. And it's like you could think about it like that.
Yeah,
but then,
yeah.
There's other like philosophies and ways of life that make it, that it's like you have to enjoy your time here.
Yeah,
and that's what I like to believe in. Maybe because it's the optimistic point of view, but I just don't like the idea of like being like, oh damn, we're trapped.
Well, yeah. See, that's why it's like, yeah, I understand that like we're stuck in this thing, but I don't live that. You know what I mean? It's like I said, I'm a player in a video game or I'm an extra in a movie. I'm not involved, bro. I'm just on the side observing. Like I'm just living my own life. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. Don't include me with the rest of the world.
Yeah, well, also too, I mean, once you understand what it is, you can live up here.
Oh yeah,
like once you understand like what the situation.
Well, that's how I
is
feel. That's how I feel. It's like I don't feel like I'm better than anybody, but I feel like I don't have to think as hard or overthink or like get mad at certain stuff like that other people do because they don't understand the reality. Like it's not real or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't affect you the way you're letting it affect you, whatever the situation is.
And when it does, it's just basically when it does, that's how you get it yourself that's what it is. It's a feedback loop. So basically the main idea is that people think that reality is happening to them and they're responding to what their reality is showing to them, so that's how they feel and that's what they're responding to, when in reality the reality is really responding to what we're seeing and what we're projecting ourselves. You know what I mean? And
that's
like
why as above so below.
So that's why they say like you have to vibrate, thoughts become things, you have to resonate with what you want to experience, because in reality like you're experiencing whatever you're thinking, as opposed to you're thinking and responding to whatever's coming.
Yeah. That they're like, does art imitate life or does life imitate art? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's the same concept, you know, like your thoughts are powerful, your perception is powerful.
Yeah.
You know, don't live in the negative. Don't think about the negative. Yeah, sure, there could be bad things happening. Just look away. You know what I mean? I mean, to an extent, you know, just don't let it affect you. It takes a toll on people. It's crazy.
Yeah. But let me see where we're at right now. We're at 40 minutes. Maybe like 5 more minutes or something like
that. It's not out yet.
Shout out to the homie Nibs asking where he can watch the podcast, but it'll be out soon, maybe on YouTube or something. Maybe we'll how much is the Twitter Blue subscription?
I think it's like $12, bro, or $11.
$12 a month?
Yeah.
Now we will be able to upload it to Twitter too. We'll upload it to Twitter and YouTube.
You could upload longer videos. Yeah, I have Twitter Blue, so because of my NFTs, you know, that I could connect my wallet with Twitter Blue so you could see my NFTs. That's why I bought it originally, but now I have a blue badge and all that bullshit. But it's like I could do extra shit. But when I was first started paying for it was like $3, bro.
What do you think about the idea of the Everything app?
What's that?
Like where they want to put like your where you don't have to like carry a wallet. You don't have to carry around an ID. Like everything is like centralized on an app for you, all your information.
No, I don't like that idea.
Yeah, me either. Keep it all separate, man. They're already trying to get rid of cash. You know what I mean? And that's scary.
Remember in the we had a change shortage in the pandemic. They're talking about they didn't have change. I'm like, what do you? Bro, I go to the fountain right now and dig up all this fucking change. What do you mean there's no change? You're crazy. You just don't want to give cash back. So that's a way to collect money, bro. It's like we don't have change. Do you want to donate the rest of your money?
Damn.
I mean, get all this cash off the streets. So they have these reverse ATMs now.
I like having cash, bro.
Yeah, cash is king, right? Until it's not worth anything.
Yeah.
That's why crypto is its own little thing. Yeah, cash, I don't know. It's paper, right? It's fake.
Yeah.
We print it. The system's going to go down soon with money. That's why I think
it's looking bad, man.
That's why I think crypto is
important. You know what's looking
important.
bad is the big story right now is commercial real estate. And I was thinking about that today, and I was like driving down the block, and I see like this whole fucking mini mall worth of stores where they're just boarded up, and there's just like not even like for lease. It's just like boarded up, no one's using it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then all the office buildings are talking about, like in New York, there's just like a certain percent is like unoccupied and shit. People
Well,
don't want to go to work.
a lot of it's owned by the Chinese too. They own, in New York, they own a lot of fucking buildings for some reason. Probably don't even use some of them, you know.
That's the thing that pissed me off about the panty, was that they were like, all right, we're gonna lock people down. A big amount of people aren't gonna be able to go to work. But not only that, what really worried me, even though I like getting it, was the stimulus checks. Because it's making more people more and more lazy. They don't want to work. They just want to sit around and collect.
Yep. Or say they got COVID to miss work and get paid and shit. Like, you know, that's a bunch of money that we're printing for nothing right there.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And,
Well, not only that, but it's getting people used.
yeah,
to
they're
the
used to the
idea
laziness.
of- what's the term for when everyone in the world or everyone in the population just gets a certain amount of money every month? Do you know what the term for that is? There's a certain term for it.
Like a
Basic income, fixed income or something.
fixed income probably. Yeah, where it's
something like
it's capped at a certain thing where everyone gets the same
but
thing.
that's
But
communism, bro.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. That was gonna be the next sentence. It's this communism, bro. And like, you'd be surprised, bro. A lot of people do want communism, and it doesn't work that way, bro. And like, we talk about it with on these spaces at Twitter. There's a dude who hosts the spaces, and he lives in Kyiv right now, in fucking what the fuck, Ukraine, right? And but he's Russian, and he's all for communism, bro. And like,
Really?
yeah, and like he's like everybody, and then we'll tell him so this doctor deserves to make the same as this guy who takes out the trash. Like, is that what you're telling me? No, but this, and it's like, yeah, well, see, like, you can't have it, like, to where you want to make as much as a doctor, right?
Yeah.
Just
if you're not offering that kind of value,
if you're not
to
offering that
society.
value, yeah, I was like, it's just, that's not how it works. I go, it's not going to work that way. That's how you get controlled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you'd be surprised at how many people were for it to this day. But it's
crazy.
like, yeah.
Well,
and
it's usually people that are in the lower position, the people that aren't making that much money.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's weird. Well, it's not weird, but it's interesting to see how people's situations and the way they grew up affect, you know, their political views because they're not thinking about the repercussions of how it
everybody
goes
else.
for everybody else.
They're selfish.
Yeah.
In a
But
sense.
at the same time, in that same sentence, we have to acknowledge the flaws with capitalism too.
Oh, for sure, 100%. There's
know what I
flaws
mean?
in every system, right? But I mean, in the overall view of things, you can see which ones have its better benefits.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
which is capitalism. Sure, you can have the people on the street and people in mansions, but those
But you
people
can go
most
from one
likely
end
work.
to the other end easier.
Yeah.
As opposed to communism, where it's just like the powerful are powerful.
The powerful and you're
and
just down there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
everybody
just a
else.
bigger gap.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Just people have a weird way of thinking. It's like I try not to get involved in politics anymore because
We have to though. Like I was saying earlier, we're at that age where it's like, who are we gonna hand the reins off to? If we're not doing it ourselves, like if we really feel like we're the smarter people in society, like we gotta step up to those roles. You know, I thought about being a politician a few times, bro. Like I
Yeah.
seriously thought about it, and because it's like those are the people that are like, if no one else is gonna do it, like I have to because I'm the person to do that job, or I'm.
But then you see all the people who get passed as a politician, and who are they? They're all the people who you'd never wanted to be a politician because they know somebody, or they, you know what I mean? It's never the independents. It's never the people by themselves who want to, you know, who was everybody going for Bernie Sanders, right? Like that was never gonna work. Like
Yeah.
it sounded good, right?
Yeah.
It was never gonna work in reality. Like that, just the system's not gonna allow it.
Yeah.
And they have a control over everything. So, like, even if I did want to run for president, bro, they can tell you all you want as a kid, you could be president. I don't think you can. You know what I mean? I think like you have to have some sort of lineage in your family, or some sort of connection. You know, because you can trace all these presidents back to another president, another leader, another this. So like, I like as sad as it sounds, is I kind of gave up, as in like I can't help anything myself. And I know it's like, yeah, of course, you and everybody else who say that bring the whole thing down, but in reality, we really can't do anything unless you overthrow the government. And I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah, man. These are strange times we're living in.
You just blew my mind.
Oh shit. All right, well, thanks for rocking with us. I think that
Yeah.
camera just died.
Yeah,
but,
I heard it dive.
you know.
It's alright.
It is what it is. So this this episode turned out to be a little bit more than AI, but you know, it's the way the cookie
That's
crumbles.
you know, I mean, AI leads into a lot of other things, so you know that's how it goes.
Yeah,
But,
so catch us on episode 2.
Yep.
Thank you for tuning in. Bigger and better things coming. We out.
peace.